Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I am your host. Y'all, let's get boring. GBTC outflows dropped 70% from peak as Bitcoin exchanges shed BTC. So supposedly Grayscale is not selling as much anymore. Hopefully that will give us room to grow in the Bitcoin area. There may be one last chance to buy BTC at bargain prices, says Rekt Capital. Capital. Am I an idiot? An idiot. Yeah, I am. All right, and last but not least, guys, I picked this just because it seemed intriguing. This really doesn't have much to do with crypto, but it was on Cointelegraph, so why not read it? Elon Musk's first human with Neuralink brain chip is recovering well. Creepy AF. Right. To the market, guys. Whoa, current market cap right now at 1.68 trillion. Bitcoin dominance ticking up 51.2%. ETH dominance ticking down 16.7%. And Gwei back up. 39 Gwei, which ETH transaction fear greed ticking up as well. We are sitting at 59, just below 60, guys. What does it mean? I don't know. What does the fear and greed index even mean anymore? Who knows? But let's go through that top 100, see what the outliers are this morning. Before we get to the charts, Bitcoin up 2.79. Had a breakout yesterday. Good. But then everything else kind of stalled. Everything was turning green and then again stalled when Bitcoin stalled. We're going to look at that here shortly and see if we see anything exciting. Probably not, because it's all boring. Get it? Anyway, let's go. Solana up 7.42%. Cardano up 7.6%. $6.3 for Ethereum Classic to the upside. $8.31% to the upside for Stacks. 11.46 for SEI. God, I almost bought a bag yesterday too. Someone slapped me. I didn't do it. Thick. Sui up 8.61%, Render up 8.58%, Thorchain up 9.48%. Guys, 44 and below are pumping. Eagle up 6.88%, Ordi up 8.09%. The money is in this range right now. Mina up 7.3%. WeMix 7.54, upside. Manta down 7.22. Blur up 6.44. CFX down 6.32. Osmosis up 5.66. Woo! What is Pendle? 20% to the upside. And Rocket Pool, bringing in your 100. That's it, guys. All right, Bitcoin 4 hour. We were around right here yesterday. We broke out, and then we started hitting right around here at this resistance. Kind of the same round right here, here. So we're stalling out right there. Could this roll over? Absolutely. Come back down. So I'm saying there's a huge potential, guys, of us ranging in here. I won't expect much until we break these, basically this one level or these two levels, what are we going to call it? This 44,255, 44,506 range until we break up, just like here. I won't expect too much to go on. There again, like I said, we definitely have potential of rolling over. If we do, the positive would be to bounce off this 42,516. And I mean bounce. Don't roll over and just hug it like this here, but roll over and bounce. There was something I was going to say, I actually forgot. Yeah, I don't remember. But that's it, guys. Let me break through the other time frames. Let me go to daily. The candle close above the 42516 is good. for a daily close. That makes me feel better about things. 12-hour. We're getting some resistance right there. Hit it. A nice little round of bottom. Tried to run again and got shut down. That's the 1 hour, 30-minute. That 7-minute. Red dot. Yeah. Money flow coming back up. That's good. I don't know. We're just gonna wait to see what Bitcoin's gonna do, man. It's kind of stalling. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if we roll over and bounce. Again, if we lose to 42,516, look for 41,351 to hold. So here, there are people that I follow that are calling for another touch to the 39.5, 40K range before we take off, which is going to take you down to our orange line here. It's possible. What's the pullback from there? %, dump. Look for it going into the weekend. That's kind of how those things happen. Roll into the weekend and then we dump. But right now, these flags are playing out. So, impulse, move, sideways action, impulse, move, sideways action, impulse, move. As long as it continues, that's not bad. So keep your guys' eye around this area as a resistance level. Like I said, potentially roll over. If we do continue moving up, look for a rejection off of the 44,255-ish area. If we break through it, definitely would be awesome to get a retest and a rip. But that's it. That's Bitcoin, guys. This is what sucks. Like, everyone's expecting all this crazy action right now. The reality is, since, and I know we've got these crazy swings, but since about, we'll just go from the big rip. Since December 5th, guys, this has just been sideways action in all reality. Bull trap, bear trap, whatever you want to call it. This is just sideways movement. It's boring. It is what it is. All right, let's do the news. Get you out of here. GBTC outflows dropped 70% from peak as Bitcoin exchanges shed BTC. Bitcoin ETFs, including Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, may soon begin to record net inflows, data suggests, as exchanges BTC balances revert to their downtrend. Bitcoin exchange outflows in January are chipping away at bearish Bitcoin price prognosis. The latest data from on-chain analytics Glassnode confirms that despite a 20% dip on Bitcoin to USD, coins have continued to leave exchanges. Bitcoin ETF panic subsiding. Bitcoin investors' appetite has not suffered as a result of current Bitcoin price pressures, according to on-chain monitoring. Per Glassnode, outflows from the United States exchange Coinbase alone have consistently totaled more than 10,000 Bitcoin per day since the launch of the first U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF. While balance data shows the impact of corresponding inflows, a trend is nonetheless emerging in the second half of the month. Outflows and inflows are becoming more balanced, suggesting a cooling off of the volatility seen in post-ETF launch on January 11th. Exchanges' Bitcoin balances had been rising throughout January, only reversing direction, on January 23rd. Since that date, the trading platforms tracked by Glassnode have become lighter to the tune of 7,400 Bitcoin, $321 million. GBTC inches towards flow flippening. Okay. At the same time, ETF flows themselves are also trending in Bitcoin bulls' favor. Whereas the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust was sending around $700 million in Bitcoin to Coinbase per day previously, the latest daily outflows totaled less than $200 million. That's so much money. In BTC terms, January 25th saw 24,000 Bitcoin in outflows, while January 29th saw a little over 6,000 Bitcoin. Analyzing GBTC flows using data from statistics resource CoinGlass, financial commentator, TED Talk Macro predicted an incoming flip of the spot ETFs from net outflows to net inflows. Okay. It's like the tide. Once we start to see green on this chart, what narrative do you have to sell other than some unknown event that we don't know about now? He argued in his latest YouTube video. TED Talks Macro described the bearishness accompanying GBTC outflows in recent weeks as overblown. 26 billion in on-chain holdings in these Bitcoin ETFs, and that number is going to keep going higher and higher and higher as people get more comfortable with this asset class. He forecasts about worldwide ETF products. That's it. That's how we end the article. All right. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Moving on. There'll be one last chance to buy Bitcoin at the bargain prices. Rekt Capital. They say this. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. They say this every cycle. Every cycle. Halfway through last cycle, or bull cycle, I should say. I totally remember everyone saying that we'll probably never see 47K again. Price is baked in. I remember seeing it like 55, 60, and people are like, we'll probably never see 47K again. Don't be those people. Just be prepared. Just watch the charts, watch the levels. If it goes down lower, if it looks like it's weak, it doesn't. It'll always surprise you. Anyways, let's get on with the story. Any retrace in the price of Bitcoin over the next 2 weeks could be investors' last chance to scoop up Bitcoin at bargain buying prices, says pseudonymous trader Rekt Capital. My point: don't ever go all in. Always have some dry powder on the side, just in case it goes lower. As well as learn to watch strength in the chart, because if it looks like it's going to keep going low, get the F out. Some food for thought. Bitcoin investors may only have a 2-week window to potentially buy Bitcoin at bargain buying prices before the pre-halving rally kicks off in February, says pseudonymous crypto trader Rekt Capital. Did we not just have the pre-halving rally? Interesting. In a January 29th X post to their 349,000 followers, Rekt said that this market action around the Bitcoin halving typically plays out in 5 stages, with the first 3 stages occurring before the halving. Rekt noted that in previous Bitcoin halvings, there has often been a steep dip in the months before generating big returns for investors, with 2024 looking to be no exception. The Bitcoin halving, currently scheduled for April, refers to mining rewards being cut in half for Bitcoin miners and is widely viewed as a bullish catalyst for the price of Bitcoin. Noting that Bitcoin had already gone through a roughly 18% retrace in January, Rekt said there's now a 2-week window in which Bitcoin can be expected to undergo another significant pullback. Generally, any retrace during this period likely represents one of the final bargain buying opportunities for Bitcoin in the pre-halving period. I don't know why it was so hard to read. After this, Bitcoin tends to enter what Rekt calls the pre-halving rally phase, roughly 60 days out from the halving event. denoted by the light blue box on the graph attached. Short-term traders attempt to buy the hype heading into the halving, only to later sell the news around the time of the actual halving. Whoever does yellow charts like this, they scare me. Anyway. Right. This sell the news event typically arrives 1 to 3 weeks from the halving itself in what Rekt calls the pre-halving retrace. In 2016, there was a 38% price dip in the weeks before the halving, while in 2020, there was a 20% drawdown. Following successful halving, Rekt details a long and boring period of mostly sideways price action where many investors are shaken out due to the disappointment around the price action following the halving. Historically, this has lasted on average 150 days. Yes. After the price doesn't skyrocket instantly after the halving, guys. Be ready for that. Finally, Rekt explains that Bitcoin enters the parabolic uptrend phase, where after months of sideways chop and general accumulation, Bitcoin experiences stages of accelerated growth. While Rekt hinges their thesis on the halving as the locus for Bitcoin's price action. Not all market participants are inclined to agree. They never are. There's always people that say the halving does not cause the cycle, then it happens. With several experts claiming that the halving is growing less useful as a metric by which to judge price action. Based on what? Our last cycle was right on cue. I would like to know what data you're looking at that says it's less useful of a metric, because I'm curious. Let me know. If you know, by all means, comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Speaking at a panel titled "Are Halving Price Cycles Bullshit?" Swan, Bitcoin's chief investment officer, Ralph Zaguri, said that liquidity, not the halving, would play a more integral role in impacting Bitcoin's price in 2024. Flows are really what drives the market, so the halving, by definition, there's nothing on it that should impact price, Zaguri said. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. All right, last but not least, Elon Musk says first human with Neuralink brain chip is recovering well. Creepy. The first Neuralink product will be called telepathy, according to Musk, allowing users to control digital devices using only their thoughts. Ooh. The first human patient implanted with Neuralink's brain computer device is recovering well, according to Neuralink's owner, Elon Musk, in a January 29th X post. Musk said the person successfully received the implant on Sunday, January 28th. He added that the initial results showed promising neuron spike detection. Neuralink's brain implant aims to assist those with debilitating injuries and paralysis to interact with a phone or a computer just by thinking. Musk said, adding that the first product from Neuralink is called telepathy. Imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. That is the goal. He'd probably be at Epstein's Island a lot more. Sorry. Too soon? Got it. Neuralink first opened up applications for human clinical trials in September 2023 after the company received approval for its precise robotically implanted brain-computer interface, PRIME, studied from United States Food and Drug Administration in May of 2023, according to a September 19th blog spot from the firm. The initial goal of the PRIME study is to create a successful brain-computer interface, BCI, allowing people to control a computer cursor or keyboard using their thoughts alone. BCI works by opening up a small section of the patient's skull and using a surgical robot to implant a Neuralink device, which is comprised of ultra-fine and flexible threads in a region of the brain that controls movement and tension. Once that device has been implanted, it becomes cosmetically invisible and acts as a recording and transmitting device to wirelessly transmit data to an app that then decodes the patient's thoughts into digital movement on the device. This is terrifying to me. I'm sorry. It's cool, but it's creepy. Neuralink's safety procedures have come under fire from regulators in recent months, with 4 U.S. lawmakers requesting that the SEC investigate allegedly false claims made by Musk regarding the safety of Neuralink implants. In a now deleted September 10th, 2023 X post, Musk said that no monkeys had died as a result of Neuralink implants. The lawmakers insisted that this was a knowingly false statement designed to mislead investors. In a September 20th letter to the SEC Enforcement Division, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine wrote that at least 12 young monkeys were euthanized after developing debilitating health problems directly related to Neuralink implants. Oh, hold on. Why would you write a letter to the SEC about medical stuff? That's fucking weird to me. After blah 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 blah. Neuralink did not immediately respond to Cointelegraph's request for a comment. In a September 20th letter to the SEC Enforcement Division, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Well, that sounds like why not to the Food and Drug Administration? Why not to why to the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission? That's a very freaking weird thing to do. That sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit, in my opinion. Just trying to wrap Elon up in some drama. I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. It's interesting and very, very interesting, but also very terrifying. People controlling things with their brain. Creepy. All right, Bitcoin one last time. Yep, turn it down just a little bit, guys. Turn it down for what? For Bitcoin. Let's see if we bounce off of this. Keep your guys' eye on it. That's what I always say. Guys, that's all I've got for you this morning. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, watch the videos, share the videos on all your social platforms, and above all, if there's anything you do to help spread the adoption of crypto and help grow the channel, guys, please by all means like the video, smash the like button. It's freezy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I will see all of you bright and easy tomorrow morning. I am out of here.